Today I'm going to show you the best basketball footwork drills for beginners. In my opinion, the most important individual skill in basketball is footwork. When you develop your feet, you place your hands in the best position possible to make the plays you desire. Players who establish solid footwork create their own shots, make better passing angles, and learn how to move their feet to avoid trouble. I'm Coach Charlie with AttackBball Academy. As a premier basketball player development coach, I have trained thousands of youth players all over the world to learn the basics of basketball footwork. So in this video today, I'm going to show you the footwork drill every beginner should start with. Next, I'm going to show you how to use a chair to get better footwork. Last, I'm going to show you the must-know drill to master the 4 most important footwork moves. And on top of that, I have a bonus that I'll give to you, but only if you stick around to the very end. Let's get right into the footwork drill every beginner should start with, and it's called control stops drill. So as a young player, you don't want to just come to a complete stop where you just stop. You want to come to a control stop. And a control stop are the 2 ways we stop in basketball. There's a 1-2 stop, meaning that, say, your left foot will go before your right foot. We call that consecutive order, right? 1-2, left, right. Or you have a jump stop where it's a quick hop and you land on both feet at the same time. So doing it, shrinking the space, right into the skill, right? Going into my left, rights. Left, right, 1. Left, right, 2. One more time. Left, right, 3. Left foot also is my pivot foot, meaning it stays on the ground. I cannot pick it up. I can turn it, but I cannot lift it once I've established my 1 foot. 2 is my live foot. That's my action foot. This is the foot that I can turn. That's important to understand for the next steps to come. Let's now go with a 1-2 stop. Now using my right foot as my pivot foot. So now right is 1, left is 2. Here we go. 1-2. This is the way left-handed players typically stop. They go right, left in order to shoot, but I want you to develop both hands and feet and become ambidextrous on this basketball court. Okay, so it doesn't matter which way you do it, because then at the end of the day, because you're ambidextrous, you can find your feet, you can stop either which way you want to. Right, now let's go into the jump stop. Quick hop, right? It's a short, quick hop. It's not a long hop. That's 1. That's 2. Last one coming up, and 3. Now what I'm going to do is go to the baseline. Now, no ball in hand, finding my feet, using what I call foot fire feet to execute these. There are short, choppy steps. My feet stay as close to the ground, but it gives me balance and control at the end of the day. So now what I'm going to do is run to the free throw line, execute the small, choppy steps, and go left, right. Do the same thing going back. Run to the baseline, left, right. Now let's go right, left. Run out, let's go right, left. Right, left. Coming back. Here we go. Ready? And right, left. Running. Doing it still, then getting on the move with it. Execute now the jump stop. Here I go. Let's run out, feet land same time. Hold that position for 1 second. Run back. Jump stop. Land balanced, under control. Hold the position for 1 second. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month, and we need your help. We roll out 5 new videos every week to help you become a premium basketball player. So help us reach our goal and click that subscribe button. Now let me show you how to use a chair to get better footwork. The chair is a defender. The basket is behind the chair. I'm facing up. What I want to talk about are the 3 steps that you actually take in basketball to get by any defender. The first step is called direct step. So the defender, say, is guarding, and I'll turn this so you all get an idea. My back is to you. Defender is taking away the middle of the rim, as they should, because I'm at the top of the key. They want me to drive around them. However, I'm not going to drive around them. I want to drive through them, but straight. And the first thing I want to do, if you looked at my footwork, is I want to do what's called a direct step. My left foot's my pivot foot. My right foot's my live foot. I want to take a step, get as far out as I can, then take a dribble. So showing you how to work this, using the chair, getting low, a 1-step drill. Because the first step in basketball that you take when the defender's on you will get you next to your defender. The first step will get you next to them. When you take the dribble in the second step, that starts the space and separation from the defender. So we're going to work on first step drill, direct step, right? Learning how to stay low, load my legs and explode, and I'm smashing the basketball to get me going. Then I'll add the second step to that. So I'll go step, dribble, step, add that second step in there. Step, dribble, step. Step, dribble, step. So I'm not being called for travel. I'm reducing that travel that may be called on me. The second way you can actually get by any defender is called a crossover step. Going with the same right hand dribble now, my left foot will go across my body and go away from my defender. So left foot will go out, right foot's now my pivot foot, I will step then dribble. Cross step. Cross step. One more time, right? And showing you what you do on your right side, go to your left side, do the crossover, step with the left hand. So my right foot now is attacking, right? Becoming ambidextrous. Last move, you know, as a drop step, I call it direct back step. When a defender is playing you very tight on one of your sides, right, with tightness and pressure, you want to do what we call a direct back step. My left foot's my pivot foot where my defender's at, and my right foot's my live foot. So I'm going to take my right foot, take it directly back to the basket, because my back's to the basket. I'm going to turn my torso. Now I'm going to take a dribble so I can lift up that pivot foot. That's a direct back step. You may know it also as a drop step, right? See that? Now I go into my opportunity on offense. I can change it, right? Learn how to become, again, ambidextrous, right? Right foot, pivot foot, left foot, live foot, step, dribble, step. Those are the 3 steps. Using the chair, understanding, again, the chair becomes a defender or disruptor to help you achieve those goals of beating any defender anytime with direct steps, crossover steps, cross steps, and direct back steps. Now that you know 2 great beginner footwork drills, I want you to comment below with 1, 2 stop and click the thumbs up to let us know you like this video. Now I'm going to show you the must-know drill to master the 4 most important footwork moves, and they start with what I call the quarter turn drills. We're going to now execute 2 pivots and 2 counters, and the counters go with the pivots. So the 2 pivots I'm going to focus on is a front pivot, then an inside pivot. My side is to you, and what I'm going to do is go into what I call a front pivot, which is simply speaking, my left is my pivot foot, stays on the ground, right foot is my live foot. It's going to go over my left foot. That's a quarter turn into a front pivot. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and that's 4. Now again, becoming ambidextrous, let's execute the same thing the other way around. Right foot, pivot foot, left foot, live foot. Here I go. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and that's 4. Those are how you do a front, that's how you do a front pivot both ways, I should say. Now let's go with the inside pivot. Again, inside pivot now, my right foot will go under my left foot. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and that's 4. Both ways. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, simply speaking, I will put those in the move, right? I'll put them on the move, I should say, using what I call game shots at game spots at game speeds. Spin outs, no dribble needed. Spin the ball out, jump stop, front pivot attack, lay the ball up, right? Going both ways, jump stop, front pivot attack, lay the ball up. Now let's go with an inside pivot. Inside pivot, mix up my scoring option. Inside pivot, mix up my scoring options, right? Turn, lift up, shoot, okay? Now let's go right into the last 2 moves to understand. That completes move 3 and move 4, which are the counters. Counters are moves that take you away from your defender. The counter to the front pivot is a crossover step. We've already covered that, right? So the steps are the counters in basketball. So when I go to a front pivot and the defender takes away my shot or my attack straight line drive, I do a cross step. Next, I'll go into the inside pivot. The counter to the inside pivot is the direct step, right? Keep it simple. Inside pivot, direct step. Inside pivot, direct step. Now, I'll put those in action. Spin the ball out, jump stop, front pivot, cross step shot, right? I'll go front pivot into a cross step, lift up shot. Last, inside pivot, direct step. However I want to do that, I score that basketball, right? Inside pivot, direct step. And there you have it. Those are the moves. Once you learn to master these, you can beat any defender anytime to become a dominant offensive player. Let's keep the momentum going with that bonus I mentioned earlier. We've covered a lot in this video, and I really want to make sure I'm helping you out. So I'd like to offer you a guide that covers all the must-know basketball principles and in what situation to apply them. This is a powerful guide of best practice tips and skills empowering you to take charge of your game. Just click the link in the description below. You can download the guide I put together as my gift to you. Enjoy it and keep attacking.